Who is he who speaks and it comes to pass when the Lord has not commanded it? Lamentations 3:37.
Hello, family. The Lord is doing it for you. I've had one of these trips, this flight. I trust you're all doing well and hanging in there. Yes. I'm back in Ghana, in the Gold Coast. And it's really nice. It's very hot today. It's very hot. I came out to buy my wache. It's still morning here, so I came to get my wache. And I just wanted to tell you about what happened when I got onto the flight BA081. Mama. Anyway, I've got some footage of what happened during the flight and everything. And what I wanted to just add was that if you're planning to come to Ghana, make sure you get your visa in order. Get your visa from the embassy or the Ghana High Commission. Give it about 10 days, 10 working days for you to get back your passport. And check on your government website. For the UK, it's www.gov.uk. It gives you the entry requirements for Ghana. There are 3 steps you need to follow to enter Ghana. There is the PCR test. Ghana requires the PCR test, the one where you go to the lab and they do the test and wait for 24 hours depending, and you get your results. And so you need to do that 3 days before you fly out. It's got to be 72 hours before you fly out. Yeah, so you do your PCR test, and then 2 days before your flight, you've got to fill in the form or create an account on a Ghanaian website. I think my trusted travel, they have trusted travel portal, where you will upload your information regarding your PCR test. Once you receive your PCR test 2 days before you fly out, you will log in your details there. And if you can't find the center in the drop down menu, you will fill it in manually. Yeah, it's just the details of where you took the test and all that. And then the other one will be you go to my trusted healthcare. Is it? I think it's trusted healthcare. Anyway, I'll put the information in the description box. 3 things you need to fulfill. Otherwise, you will not be able to check in online. Like in the case of BA, you've got to go on the BA website and you need to upload 3 forms on it. For the British Airways anyway, each company has got their own requirements, so you need to check with the travel company you're traveling with. But this is just to set you up, to make your journey easy. You do all those things, and you book your ticket well in advance so you can get cheaper price, So you don't just turn up at the airport. You can't even turn up at the airport and then expect to fly without your PCR test, without filling that form for, I think myhealthcare.com, something like that. And then the other one is my trusted travel scheme. Those are the 3 things you need to fill. Oh, remember to keep the receipt of those tests you paid, the $150 you paid. You remember to keep the receipt. Economical Community of West African States, ECOWAS. If you are a citizen of ECOWAS or a Ghanaian citizen, you pay $50. Every other person will pay $150. And this is for children from 5 years old, the same for everybody. The children who are under 5, they don't need to do the screening once they land in Accra. So I just wanted to add that. But I did have one nightmare of a journey, but we thank God that we all arrived safely. Okay, the footage that are recorded on the plane will tell you the whole story. Okay, so we don't repeat ourselves. But just remember that at moments like that, you need to keep your cool. You actually need to keep your cool. Otherwise, we are staying in a confined space, and then when you start getting agitated, the recording didn't really capture the atmosphere that was on the plane. And you know, people react differently, so that's how it is. But before I traveled out, me and my family, we came together and prayed for the flight, for everybody who's staying behind and everything. So that's what we have to do. The rest of it is completely out of our control. No matter what we plan, the rest of whatever it is that we're wanting to do, sometimes it's out of our control. So we give the control to the one who is able to control it. Okay? Anyway, peace, be good, be kind. Always be kind. Peace and love.
Just so everyone's aware, we've got 2 stops left. First one being Luton Airport, and then we're heading over to Heathrow. Just a reminder, this coach only stops off at Central Bus Station at Heathrow. This is Terminals 1, 2 and 3. If you are going to Terminals 4 or 5, you will have a transfer. Please do check your tickets. There might be a transfer on that. If not, you'll have to use the shuttles or the tunnel service when we get to Heathrow. For more information, just ask one of the coach team when we get there.
I have searched many years on end. There was none that my soul could depend. My soul cries out for your presence in here. This very hour, for your presence in here. In His name I find. In His name I find.
Cool, good morning everybody. If you enjoyed the guest it, welcome to Heathrow Airport. Thank you all for your patience with that diversion. I was guessing half of it. When we get into the bus station, you can ask everyone to please remain behind the metal barrier. It's going to be roughly in line with the front wheel of the coach. This is purely for health and safety, just so you don't get run over. Other than that, please make sure you've got all your belongings with you. And thank you for choosing Travel National Express. Hopefully you have a safe, delay-free journey wherever it is you're going to. Thank you.
I have searched many years on end. There was none that my soul could depend. My soul cries out for your presence in here. This very hour, for your presence in here. In His name I find. In His name I find. In His name I find the peace.
Listen.
Yes, they said they've got partner front 5 minutes. So they
Very good afternoon to you all. On behalf of the entire crew, welcome on board this British Airways flight to Accra. To help us depart, please ensure your hand baggage is safely stowed. Please place all larger bags in the overhead lockers, and smaller bags tagged need to be placed underneath the seat in front of you. If you cannot find space for your bag now, please do let us know. We will tag it and place it into the hold. If you're sitting in a front row exit, an emergency exit, or in our club welcoming, the floor area must be completely clear to take off. This will include any shoes, newspapers, handbags, or blankets. The floor area will need to be completely clear to take off.
I'm going to try it, but it doesn't.
It's got laptops in there.
We'll find it.
Please request that once we have landed, you just wait in your seat until we have some further information from the ground staff. In all my years of experience, what normally happens is we normally just refuel the aircraft, wait for the weather to clear, and then carry on to Accra. But if you could just stand by for further information from our flight crew, because right now I assume that they are very busy, and once we've landed, we will have a clearer picture of what's going to happen next. Thank you very much for your continued patience and understanding in this. But obviously safety is our top priority, so if you could just make sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened in preparation for our landing. And apologies for the delay, but we cannot help the weather, unfortunately. Thank you.
Still sitting on the plane, and we are now in Lome. We're in Togo. So we are still sitting here. Now it's 9:38. We should have landed like over an hour ago in Accra. But we are now gallivanting here in Togo. Hello everyone. You see me sitting here. We're still sitting on the big flight 081. And we were circulating over Kotoka International Airport for about 40 minutes when the pilot decided that we have to go to the neighboring town, which is Lome in Togo. So we've just landed in Togo, and the crew is preparing to give us some snack and a little drink. We were actually about to land, a few minutes to landing in Accra, and we have the plane, you could see it on the map, the plane turned around. And anyway, send this message to husband. Husband, I'll see you later. We are in Togo. We don't know. They are not telling us anything yet. So this is what is happening today. Long story. Long story. Husband, Guylaine, Mercy, Nicolas, Dominique, Rosalie, Johnny. I'm using my Laka phone. Jacob, Ricardo, Lorenzo. Ezra. I don't know when we're going to arrive in Ghana. Yeah, the flight was London, Accra, and then it became London, Lome in Togo. They're keeping us busy with the sandwiches. They've just brought us some sandwich and there's water in here. Water. Oh, there's a Kit Kat. Water. So it's time. Everybody's munching away. Break time. While we are in Lome, we have something to eat. This is a travel tale. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. And we just had a snack. They gave us some sandwich, chicken and ham sandwich, 2 different sandwiches. And at the moment we're all sitting here on the plane, they asked us to sit down and to wait for next instructions from the captain. The captain hasn't spoken to us, but he told us that he has not. The captain is going to sleep. Yes, because they were saying that they're going to refuel the aircraft and we wait for the storm to subside in Accra before we can go back. So at the moment we're just waiting. Nobody's telling us anything, you know, and it seems like I tend to attract drama. Where I go, there's drama. Simple flight. Take me to Accra. They've taken me to Lome, to Togo. Have you seen that?
6 hours.
Eh? 6 hours flight or 6 hours over flight has turned into, I don't know. Now we are all sitting here like lemons. Look, people are getting fed up. You know, you can't blame them. People are getting fed up now. It's like, my body is aching. We've been sitting in the same place and they're telling us not to, we should just sit. We should just sit. So, I don't know what time we're going to get to Accra. And I've got some frozen goods. And you know, in my case, I don't know. Yes, I have some frozen stuff.
You put it in the safe thing.
No, I put it in a cooler bag, but
Yes.
it was just something like 6 hours and then we are there. But now it's like, it's, yes, it's almost 10 o'clock and we are Monday the 15th of November. We're still sitting on the BA flight 081. We should have been home by now, but we are still here. Maybe with immigration, the control, and the test at the airport. Yeah, the test at the airport. Maybe we would have still been at the airport, but I'd rather. Okay, the captain is speaking.
Thank you for your patience. We're working very hard here up in the flight deck to sort out all of the paperwork required for us to make our short trip across to Accra. We're just waiting on an update to the weather. So I can confirm there was a thunderstorm right over the top of the airfield at the time we were supposed to be landing there. We held for
Even here?
some time, keeping an eye on the radar, but the storm was moving over the overhead of the airfield. So we decided for safety it'd be better to wait and land here where you can see the weather's very good. Just waiting for an update on the Accra weather. In the meantime, we're going to refuel the aircraft and get us ready for our departure. So thank you for your patience. I'll give you an update now in approximately 15 minutes.
So 21:59, almost 10 o'clock. The captain is confirmed that they're going to refuel the aircraft and then he's going to wait for an update on the storm in Accra before we can start going. He will come back to us in 15 minutes time. I just want to go home. Like I was saying, I have not slept. Sunday night, I did not sleep. I was on my feet cooking, packing, cleaning. I didn't sleep. So I managed to catch some sleep on the plane and also on the coach. When I was on the coach, I slept a little bit, but I feel like a bit more refreshed now. In the morning, I was like, I wasn't awake when I stumbled in the coach. I don't think I was awake. I fell and hit my leg on the steps of the coach. I don't think I was awake. Anyway, we look at the bright side of life. So we sit down here. God has moved us away from the storm, from the danger. So he's hiding us away. He's hiding us here in Togo. So we wait for the sky to become safe, and then we go back and land peacefully. Yeah. Later. We had an update. It's 11:34, Monday 15th of November. The pilot told us that they finished refueling the aircraft and is waiting for an update from or clearance from Accra. But my husband told me he's at the airport. They said they haven't informed them about anything. Nobody knows what is going on. And the flight that came after us, they've all landed. So we're still stuck here in Lome, sitting on the aircraft. And yeah, I don't know, 11:34. Nobody knows what is really going on. Yeah, so.
Has improved.
People are tired. You say we're waiting for the weather to clear, but other planes went there and landed. So I think my fellow passengers are fed up. They say sorry. Hey. So does that mean we're going to spend the night here?
Stop lying. What is going on? Stop lying. You're not stupid, okay? What you people are doing don't make sense. No, there's something going on. I will take it off for you guys. The way I was practicing. Yo, press on that phone, let's talk to that guy.
For those of you that didn't hear the announcement just then from the captain, it was good news. We are ready to go. We're just waiting for a on the hour. We're now 4 minutes close. So we ask you to please now, in preparation for a speedy departure, once we are ready to go, if you could return to your seats and make sure that your bags are back safely, either in the overhead lockers or well underneath the seat in front of you, so that your seats are back in the upright position, please. And we will have to do another safety demonstration once we have pushed back, because we need to do one on every departure. So if you could pay attention to that. So we ask you now to please return to your seats and help us prepare for departure so that we can get on our way. Thank you.
As we can hear, my fellow passengers are fed up. They're telling the captain that he's a liar because he said he's waiting for Accra to give him an update on the weather, and the people here are saying, but what happened to KLM? KLM landed. The other flights that were coming into Accra landed. So, and we've been sitting here for 3 hours, sitting just on the plane, nothing. So people started, it's like rioting on it.
Once again, please do remain in your seats. Please go back to your seats and secure your seatbelt. We are getting ready for departure, so please now return to your seats and sit down and ensure your seatbelts are fastened and we can depart.
Now this girl is saying we should sit down and put our belts on because people are just shouting now. And we are tired. There are people in Accra waiting for us. They've been waiting there since, you know. And BA is not going to pay for the car park, you know. So it's just crazy. People are tired. Some are saying they have backache. I was just sleeping. I keep sleeping. I just put the blanket over my head and I'm sleeping. I think people are about to fight. He keeps lying because we are blacks. We are sitting on the plane 3 hours. We have not landed in Accra. We are in Lome. So people are calling the pilot a liar.
You should pray to God to get them safely.
Oh. Putting the chairs back in their position. And there are people in Accra waiting to board back to London. So I don't know when they're going to arrive in London, if at all.
Some of the airlines come from, they penetrate. They come from Nigeria way.
Everybody, we're doing our best. We want to get you to Accra, okay? So as soon as we get a good weather report, we will go.
Your best is not good enough. I need my medication, sir.
We have reports, so we'll try to...
How come the others have landed? The pilot has had to come and explain. People are still not having it. The pilot has to come out and explain himself. He said he's still waiting for the weather for them to give him clearance about the weather.
Hello. When are you going to go now?
We are waiting to go, but these guys need to calm down.
Huh?
If we have everyone calm, we can go.
No, because of them that you are not going.
Pardon?
No, because I thought I think the weather has rained.
The captain is waiting for confirmation that we can go.
From where? Some of them have landed. I think some of them landed, isn't it? Some airlines.
KLM, the people that came.
We're not KLM, we're British Airways, okay?
But it's the same. It's the same airport people are landing from.
We're a different airplane, we're a different company. So you can't compare us to other airlines. We're very safe.
Anyway,
okay?
we appreciate it, yeah?
Oh, that's right.
But that was a good decision for him to come in. Because
The pilot
sometimes
came
you
out
look at
to
the
explain.
airlines, they vanish Some just because of
The hair.
pilot's error.
Yeah. So people who are becoming very impatient, and the other people are saying that they should just think about their safety. And if it's not safe, they should stop making noise. That we all go, but they should stop making the noise because of safety reasons. Even though other aircrafts have landed, it doesn't mean that we have to land. Apparently, we have a different aircraft. That's what the hostess said. Air hostess said that British Airways has got a different aircraft, so they couldn't land, and we're still waiting for clearance. So my sister here asked from who, we don't know yet. So tempers are flaring and people are getting tired. Some of us woke up so early in the morning to get onto this flight, and we're still here.
If you feel say we are safe, nobody wants to. It doesn't matter. Well, we try and throw the answer. They should be honest with us. That's the Bahamas we get to. Don't worry, we are going to get to them safely. Because sometimes you sit the TV now we planes here. I could you are crashing up about now. And also landing here, they pay.
We just had another announcement from the captain. His name, I think, is Captain Richard or something like that. He said, I don't know what he said. Anyway, yes, he said that he's got clearance that the weather is better now in Accra. So now he's waiting for the paperwork to be confirmed in London. The office in London has to confirm some paperwork. So paperwork is probably the cost of the petrol and whatever. They will have to agree on something. I'm just assuming. So now we are waiting for the paperwork from London before we can leave. The storm has passed. The weather is fine in Accra. So now what is holding us is the paperwork. You hear the raised voices because the captain just announced that they're trying to pay for the fuel. So London is working hard to pay the bill, the fuel bill. So if they don't pay the fuel, yeah, exactly, yes, you said so. If they don't pay the fuel bill, we are like hostages here, you know. So, and people are not having it. People are saying, no, you are actually lying. I mean, you can see we're all tired. Now we're waiting for London to pay the fuel that they've just filled the aircraft with. So until the fuel has been paid for, we're just going to be sitting here on the aircraft. You can't blame those who are getting agitated. We are just sitting here calmly, but it's a bit frustrating. But what can you do? It's a situation that is out of our hands. And when something is out of your hand, it's actually out of your hand, because you always have to ask yourself, can I do anything about it? Can I change anything? And as it is, it's one situation that is completely out of our own hands. So what do you do then? You calm yourself. You just calm yourself down. Because there's no point getting angry and inciting rebellion on this aircraft. There's no need. So we are sitting here calmly and we're waiting for the situation to change. So the pilot said that, the captain said London is working very hard to clear the bill. So, and it's the middle of the night, so maybe the accountant went to sleep. But this is one of those things that it can happen without any planning. You know, it's rather unfortunate that we found ourselves stuck on the plane, sitting for hours, with people who are becoming very, very impatient, very angry. You know, so you just have to calm yourself down. That's it. We can't jump out of the plane. We're all locked in. We can't go out. We can't even see Togo. We cannot see. Oh, okay. We can see the tarmac. You can see the tarmac of Togo. We can't get off the plane, but there's nothing you can do. So all you have to do is chill. Just relax.
Thank you, God.
Yes, yes. Like my sister here say, we thank God that we flew to Africa safely. And from the pilot's judgment, he felt that we had to come down here, probably because he didn't have enough fuel to circulate over Kotoka International Airport, because that's what we were doing. And yeah, the storm has cleared. Everything is fine. The weather is beautiful in Accra, the captain said. But now, the paperwork, money, dinero, argent, has got to be paid for the fuel. You can only laugh. Do I have to cry? No, we can't cry. You can only laugh. But people are not having it. Apparently we've been sitting here for 4 hours. So I'm not even counting. All I'm doing is sleeping. I just take the blanket, put it over my head, and then just sleep, because I still need to catch on sleep. She said, for now they say paperwork. Now they don't know who's paying the bill. Yeah, all she has to do is calm down. She said, we don't know who is paying this bill. She's actually not having it. She's not very happy. I just want to get home. At this point, I just want to get home. But I'll wait until the plane is ready to leave. Maybe we see daylight here in Togo. Maybe we'll come off the plane and put us in a hotel. Who knows? Yes, they'll put us in a hotel. The PCR test is not going to work then. The PCR test. You know, yeah, because we did the test. I did my test on the Friday, obviously, and I put it in on the Friday, and I got the result on the Saturday. I think today, around about 2 o'clock, which is the time I did my test on the Friday, it makes it 72 hours. So it has already expired, so I don't know what's going to happen. I know it's going to cover all these bills if they ask us to do another PCR test. But when you land in Ghana, you do a test at the cost of $150, which is about 112 pounds sterling. You do another test at the airport, so I suppose it should be all right. You see, the crew member keep coming out to calm the situation. He says he understands the frustration and everybody wants to get off the plane. But I suppose in situations like this, everybody is different in dealing with unexpected turns of events. Everybody is different. So she's reached her limit. Anyway, to God be the glory that we're here. We'll get to Accra whenever we get to Accra. That's it. 2 minutes ago, the captain came up and said they've paid the bills. Yeah, they've paid the fuel bill. Yes, the captain said they've paid, and that we'll be leaving in the next minute, that we should all put our seatbelt on. But that's like 3 minutes ago, and there was an announcement from one of the staff members to say that we should now sit down. All the issues have been resolved, so people are not believing, because they keep telling us things and we see sitting here. But I do believe that when we land in Accra, people are going to clap. I bet you people are going to clap when we land in Accra. They will forget about all the stress and all the drama. So it's about 3 minutes ago he said we were going, but they keep calming us down and telling us that we're going. But so far we're not moving. Let's see. But he said they've paid.
Yeah, because you see, when they fail it, then they have to prepare the bill, send it
to London.
For this one to sign it, send it to London, to go to the office, wherever, for the manager or the boss sign it, the controller, before they bring it.
Putting my seatbelt on.
Ghana, you almost say the Ghana.
All this time we've been sitting here. I just decided to get up a bit. Now it's the same flight. Now they're doing another demo. Oh my God. These people don't want us to leave this place. Okay, now Lome to Accra is 26 minutes. We've not left yet, but it says it's 26 minutes. The tiredness has left my face. I was so tired. It's a bit cold. We've been scooped up here. We got on the plane after 1 o'clock, London, after 1 o'clock, and now we are what? One o'clock in the morning. Now we are Tuesday the 16th of November. This flight started on the 15th, Monday the 15th of November. Tuesday the 16th, they are pushing the plane. At least there's some movement. We're all tired. There's some movement. People are happy. Oh, some people are clapping. There's some gentle clapping. There's some gentle clapping. Everyone wants us to move. Let me see if I can open this.
captain, please. Don't go and leave me.
How did the flight that started at 1:20 something?
Weather.
It's raining.
12. No, sorry.
How can the flight that started at 1 something to arrive in Accra at 8 o'clock end up the arrival time becomes 1:41? Look. We're finally here. Oh, we're finally here. The flight that started in the afternoon on the 15th of November is finishing on the 16th of November, Tuesday. Eh? What did I say? I said people will forget the stress. They will start clapping. People forgot the stress. Kotoka. We're here, finally. Yes?
Gentlemen, it's
My,
my
oh my.
pleasure to finally welcome you to Accra, where the local time is 20 minutes to 2 in the morning. We ask you now to just please remain seated for a little while longer with your seatbelt securely fastened until we have reached the terminal building and the captain switches off the fasten seatbelt sign. Once it is safe to do so, then please also take care when you open those overhead lockers, as items may have moved and could fall out and cause injury. You may now make and receive calls as well as use all other data services on your handheld electronic devices. For those of you that have requested assistance here in Accra, we ask that you just remain seated whilst keep the aisles clear whilst we wait for the other customers to disembark, and then we'll have all of our colleagues on board to help you. All that remains for me to say on behalf of British Airways and indeed all of your crew on board today, we'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us, and we look forward to working back again very soon. Our deepest and sincere apologies for the late arrival of this service, but as I hope you do understand, safety is our top priority. Thank you very much, and a very good morning to you all.
You see how you can never plan anything? You cannot say, I'm certain of this, I'm certain of that. I will get to Accra at 8:20, and then I'll be home by 9. You can never be sure of anything in this life. You see the flight that started in the afternoon in the UK? Look at the time we're getting to Accra the next day. So God is in control of everything. on this flight for so long. Yeah, this is business class. For the next people. They have a long way to go. Off the plane. Waiting to go. Thank you. Yeah. We finally left the plane. Sorry. They're helping the people with mobility problems. So there was a bit of delay there. Accra! Welcome to Accra! Welcome to Accra! In the morning, we left on the 15th. We arrived here as if we were walking. We arrived here on the 16th. Hey, God. Maintain social distancing. This is me. Traveler. Yes, yes. Yes. Look, we sat together on the plane. Yeah, I think so. Is it this way? Yeah, okay. EA, my oh my, 3 o'clock in the morning.
I think the pilot was taking too much of a break.
I think so. No, some people are getting angry. They say, finally got my bags. Hey. Oh, the heat hits you. The heat. That's the first thing you see. You love the heat.